Welcome back to NHRA Thrills and Spills. Haven't had enough yet? Good, because we still have a lot more breathtaking footage to show you. Better fasten your seatbelt. Over the past few years, funny car driver Del Worsham seems to have had more than his fair share of scary moments behind the wheel. We've seen his Mountain Dew body blown sky high in Chicago. And who could forget this bone-jarring ride he took in Reading, Pennsylvania. But at the last race of 2006, Worsham reluctantly once again made our highlight reel.
It was a very, very, very long ride. From the time the blower popped to where I finally came to a stop out there, you know, at the end of the sand trap there, it just seemed like it was forever, especially when the car started flipping. That was just the longest, you know, however long it was, 1.5 seconds or 2 seconds, whatever it took. It was unreal how long, the silence in the air from the time it entered the sand trap to when it came down on top of that net, it just seemed like forever.
Oh, huge explosion! Hang on! Can't get stopped, he's in too, and oh my, the car is up and over!
The tin work and dash work of the car had gone up in front of the windshield. I couldn't see where I was going at that point. I had zero vision and no parachute. So I'm on the brakes and the car's just hopping along, and I felt it hit the guardrail the first time in the wall, which was actually kind of nice because it did scrub some speed off it, and you can feel scrubbing speed off. Came off it again, hit it again, and when it entered the sand pit, and I heard it, I felt it enter the sand pit, I felt the rear of the car raise up, and when it raised up, everything just got very quiet, and it just catapulted, and there was just dead silence for a long time. And when it came down, the noise and confusion in the car was unbelievable. Then it got quiet again. It must have been the second time it was flipping over, you know, and when it came down the second time, again, it was just utter chaos in the car. I was just like, what is going on here? And finally, shortly after that, it came to a stop, and at first I thought maybe I was upside down because all the sand was in my helmet from hitting, but I was actually right side up, and I kind of looked around and looked down and felt my legs and saw I was at least what I thought was okay at the time, and unbuckled myself, jumped out, and just started looking for an ambulance.
Welcome back to NHRA Thrills and Spills. We're glad you're here because we're on board with the drivers of the NHRA. We're going to take you along for the ride. Hold on.